Okay, let's inhale and exhale 3 times. Gently close our eyes. And now allow the physical body to relax. And allow your body to feel completely safe and secure. And now allow your mind to focus just on the inhaling and exhaling. And each time we're inhaling, we're going to allow ourselves to drop into a deeper space of relaxation and meditation. Now we consciously allow our feet chakras to open, and we're going to allow the brand new earth energy to flow right up through our feet chakras, up our leg channels, all the way on into our hips. Now we're consciously going to open up our crown chakra, and we're going to allow the universal energy to flow right into our crown chakra, swirl around in our crown chakra clockwise. And then we're going to allow the universal energy to run down our back channels, to the left and to the right hand side of our spine. Now we're going to allow both of those energies to meet in the first chakra and swirl around in the first chakra. Now we're going to visualize a beautiful waterfall. See it clearly in our mind's eye. We're taking a look at that waterfall's edge, and then we visualize that edge about 5 or 6 feet wide. From that waterfall's edge to flow right to our physical body, and we attach that edge to the base of our spine, also called our first chakra. Just by having the intention, it automatically happens. The edge of that waterfall is now attached, and that water runs over the edge and falls all the way down to the center of planet Earth. Now we're going to allow the earth energy which ran through our feet chakras into our first chakra. We're allowing all that earth energy to go down in that falling water. All the universal energy which came down our crown chakra, we're allowing it to flow all the way down, all the way into our first chakra and down that waterfall. And we're letting go of all the resistance, all the low vibrational energies. We're just letting it all go. We're going to allow that falling water to absorb all those energies, take them down to the center of planet Earth. Where those energies going to be recycled. Now we're going to allow about 90% of that universal energy to come up our front channels. There's 10% of the Earth's energy to come up the front channels, one in front of our belly, in front of our chest, in front of our throat and our face, our forehead. And we allow that mixture to shoot out of our crown chakra about a foot or two. And now we're slowly pulling in our aura. Maybe to about a foot in front of our physical body. And each time we're inhaling, we're allowing our body to relax even more, and we're going into a deeper space of meditation. Now we're going to allow our own energy to go higher and higher. Just by having the intent, or just by allowing ourselves for the energy to raise higher and higher, it automatically happens. And now just let go and float into a deep space of meditation. And even so, you're now drifting into a deeper space of relaxation. We still staying completely conscious and awake. Now we're allowing the energy to go even higher. Now when the energy goes higher and higher, it's so easy to release all resistance, any foreign energies, any energies you're ready to let go of. Just allowing that falling water to absorb all those energies we're ready to let go of. Now allow your whole body just to relax. We're not going to raise the energy even higher. Just allow the energy to go as high as you can stand it. If you notice any pain or discomfort anywhere in the physical body, just allow those energies to melt down. And allow those energies to go down like falling water. Now we're going to allow the energy to go even higher, and for a couple of minutes we're going to use a mantra. So each time we're inhaling love, and each time we're exhaling healing. And that's the only thing our mind has to focus on. Inhaling love, and exhaling healing. And whenever you notice you lost track of inhaling love, exhaling healing, and come right back to that space. Now we're still going to stay in the semi-space of meditation. And why I talk a little bit. So if the energy gets too intense, or certain issues come up for you, it would be good to visualize a blow-up balloon. And allow that intense energy to go in that blow-up balloon, and then allow that blow-up balloon to be popped by a magic knitting needle. So now we're going to visualize ourselves sitting at a beautiful beach. Where the temperature is just perfect. The water temperature is just to our liking. And the sand with the water feels just like silk. And the gentle waves of the water touching our physical body, and it feels so good. The sun is shining on us very gently. And feeling completely relaxed and fabulous. We are completely enjoying the here and now. And our physical body is completely at peace and blissed out. Now, I'm just going to talk a little bit. So some people say at the end of the tunnel there's a light. Somebody just took the tunnel away. There's only light. So you can focus on the light and on the love. Let's talk about fear. Fear is a good one. So with fear, what fear actually means, I was raised on the Autobahn. So if I drive with 25 miles on the Autobahn, somebody behind me gonna run me right over. So I have a speeding gauge. So the speeding gauge actually shows me how fast I'm driving. Fear is the same as the speeding gauge. It means now my vibration, my energy is so low, that's why fear feels so intense, so I can become aware of how low my energy is, and then the fear makes me aware where I know, oh, so now my energy is so low, now I can raise the energy. So now fear is actually a good thing. It just lets me know, oh, your energy is a little bit very, very low. So now it would be good to raise that energy. So now anxiety is fear in the future. So now if I feel anxiety, so now what it means, I'm being a healer. So like a healer, if he would heal something, he focuses on the future, where whatever needs to be healed already is healed. So that's the same thing as anxiety, but taken on to a different degree. It's the same thing, it's just the other side of anxiety. So if I become aware of I'm really anxious, then all it means, oh, I'm not really in the here and now, I'm a little bit too much in the future. And if I'm already in the future, and I'm already aware of the fear in the future, I can say, oh, I can raise my energy a little bit higher. I can operate on a level of love and compassion. And if I can send that energy towards, from the here now towards the future, I'm already on that level. So if I feel fear, I can make that work for me and I can work the energy. And the same with anxiety. If I become aware of I'm being way too anxious, it means I'm too far in the future, and that helps me to sort it out in the here and now. So those things actually helping mechanisms. Wow, that was a lot. So now to go back in the time, when I was a little bit younger, a lot younger, whenever I acted out of fear or while I was in fear, making a decision from a fear-based point of view, because I was scared, those solutions really never worked. So now what it means, if I make a decision because I'm so scared, if I do this, then I will be not scared. Generally speaking, what I was scared of, now I'm creating. So the trick is, before I make a decision, I say, wow, so now I'm reacting out of fear? Or what my actions are now doing, they should let, I'm acting out of the fear so the fear will not be real. So on many levels, I can use the fear and then become aware of, oh, I'm just acting out of fear, so now I'm scared this and this is going to happen. Then I say, how would I react if I would be loving? How would I react if the universe would love me? Creates very different results.
What do you think is like the best advice you would give to people spiritually during the coronavirus? Like, what do you think is the best way to act spiritually during this time?
Father's question. Number one, count your blessings. Be thankful. There was a time not too long ago, they called it World War II. They had kamikaze pilots. So what that means, they had suicide bomber missions. So the pilots got like a 2 or 3 week notice where they were sent on a suicide mission. So they had 2 or 3 weeks before the airplane would take off. And when the airplane would take off, they would lose their landing gear. So they knew they will not survive. So now, number one, those fighter pilots had a great conviction. Their attitude was they're doing this for whatever reasons they were doing that. They had a great conviction. They counted their blessings because they had a 2 or 3 week notice. And for those 2 or 3 week notice, they lived the rest of their life and they were very conscious. This isn't going to be over, but it's not over now. So in the here and now, they were the most loving, the most caring, and they totally focused on what was actually really important. So right now, whatever virus thing they're talking about, maybe the day after tomorrow, the big giant asteroid is going to hit us. Then the whole party's over. So now the best advice for me is, don't be worried about the virus. Don't be in fear. Raise your vibration to be in love. On a spiritual level, all spirits which are inhabiting a physical body right now, they knew every eon something like this will happen, and we know. We knew, and now we're here. Now the trick is, it's not important what's happening. It's important what we make out of it. what we make out of it. If this party will be over, the party will be over. But how are we going to close the party? How are we going to enjoy the end of the party? Or how are we going to usher in the new party? That's up to us. Everybody's totally in control of themselves. Meaning in control of, if I get totally freaked out, I'm in control of totally getting freaked out, and then I can say, Rana, how would that feel to be loving? And then I can have that. Also what it means, if I have to let go of this physical incarnation, might as well have some fun. Might as well be loving. Best spiritual advice, be happy, be loving. Pay attention to the way how you feel.
And what's a damaging way to be right now? Like, what are the do's and don'ts of spirituality during coronavirus?
How do you say, whatever you sow, you will reap. So there's no do's and there's no don'ts. So whatever our seeds are, that's what our harvest will be. So if you're, pretty much everybody's doing the best they can. So on planet Earth, to take it even bigger, this is an expanding universe, which is expanding even faster. So now that universe is growing, and it's growing even faster. So for this universe to grow, we have to have a plus and a minus. And the plus and a minus is always in an equal. So if everything would be just zeros, we would not have ones and zeros, there would be no expansion. So for some people their job is to be a 1, and for some people it's to be a 0. So some spirits do the 0, some spirits do the positive, some do the negative. So it's whatever we sow, we will reap. Victimizers, we're the victim, and the victims will be the victimizers. There's no good, no bad, no right and wrong. It's all in your heart. It's all about love. All about love. Not everybody's on that channel. That's okay. That's okay. So there's no do's and no don'ts. Whatever your seeds will be your harvest. Does that make sense?
So, like, the world is a mirror,
Yes, the world is a mirror.
and so whatever you are right now is what will grow.
Whatever I am will, I didn't hear it.
Grow?
Oh, okay. Yes, the world will grow, yes. Whatever is my issue will grow, yes. So the world is a mirror. Today I saw my BMW and I have a flat tire. So now I can go, this is really F, or I can go, I can buy this pump for $8.99 and put some air in the tire. I can take it in a very, very negative way, or I can go, don't need a new tire, don't have to exchange the tire, just put some air in that thing. The tire had no air. How I deal with it, that's up to me. So now how I dealt with it made me feel good. Didn't freak out, didn't go crazy. Had a good day. So the world is a mirror. So now I had a flat tire, so now on what level was I flat? Oh! Didn't drink my vitamin juice yesterday. Stressed out the body on many, many levels. Got all the way onto the edge. And today I see the flat tire, I said, wow, the world is a mirror. So a lot of people are very freaked out right now. A lot of people are very, very stressed. So now some people are so stressed they don't even know how stressed they are. And then all we can have for them is have compassion and send them love. Just send them love. Everybody's doing the best they can. And if you don't take on them being stressed and just being loving and caring, it can help them a little bit. Some people are so super sensitive, they're so stressed. So now they put so much stress energy out in the universe, and so now wherever they turn, whatever they do, they're just receiving now that harvest back of all that stress. So the body's a mirror, and if I can see I'm that stressed about so many levels, then gotta sit still and meditate twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. So, is the energy tough? Very, very, very tough energy. This is the Olympics, this is the Super Bowl.
Talk about golden suns.
Excellent, Chris. Talk about golden suns. My brain has 60 million brain cells. I probably use less than 10% of, for sure, use less than 10% of that, sorry. I was giving myself flowers. So I use less than 10% of that. So that means there are 50 million brain cells floating around, which don't really have a job to do. When I visualize the golden sun, I now put my intention and my focus on abilities which I have, which I normally not use. So in this universe, it's all about intentions. So now my intention is to visualize a golden sun and allow that golden sun to fill up with a certain type of energy and allow that kind of energy to come into my physical body. I actually allow the whole apparatus of my human being to be a radio station to absorb those frequencies and have all of those. On many levels, the whole universe and all kinds of other things sending us a whole bunch of energies and frequencies, and we just unconscious to it, but we're absorbing it too. Like Earth's energy always runs through us, universal energy always runs through us, but if I can become conscious of it, I can be much more in the flow of energy, like in nature, all the plants absorbing golden sun energy. Naturally, we do that too, but we can enhance it even more. So if I can focus on golden sun energy, I fill each cell with the golden sun's energy, and I can let go of other frequencies which are maybe not so nourishing for my physical body or spiritual body. Oh, that was a good cough. I wasn't running. Excellent. I was waiting
Yeah,
for
like
that.
all the coughing during a coronavirus video. Jeez.
Healing work. Whatever seems to be the problem is never the problem. So a lot of magicians, they keep your attention on something what is not that important, so you're missing what is actually really important, so they can do the 3-cup trick with you. So they can put a pea under one cup and then they shovel it around, so now your attention gets all over the place and you can never really find that pea, because now they take your attention to a different place. So whatever seems to be the issue never really is the issue. Whatever seems to be the problem is not really the problem. So the trick is to become conscious and get deeper. So now what a wizard does, it's actually working the energy. So right now, of whatever's going on physically, emotionally, so the trick is to not react to it right away, so not go a little bit deeper. It's like, okay, so right now I'm feeling really, really lonely. Okay, so maybe I'm not really feeling lonely, so now I can go deeper. Oh, okay, so now we isolated. Okay, so now I can sense the energy from a whole bunch of other people which are feeling really separated from humans. A lot of people. So a lot of the energy which I'm actually feeling, I'm feeling them, but it's actually not me. So now the trick is to become aware of our emotions and then go even a little bit deeper. Become spiritual about it. So now if I become, let's assume I feel really, really lonely right now. I can visualize a golden sun, filled with love and the energy of partnership. Boom. I already have that. So now by me filling in that energy, now my neighbor next door gonna feel, no, she's no longer gonna feel that lonely. Just by me changing my vibration, my frequency, it already rubs off on other people too. That's about all. What time is it? It's a union break. It's a union break. It's a